Look at how BWF establishes this universe, starting with what happens when the cameras are supposedly off. Like they are blending in-ring sports with legitimate, real-world style crime drama.
Yes.
Let's look at the Spark brand. We have this deeply unsettling situation with a superstar named Simply Jordan. She has just, well, she's vanished.
Just completely off the grid.
Right. Her fans are aggressively trending the hashtag Bring Jordan Home, and we have absolutely no meaningful official updates on her safety.
Which honestly is a brilliant deployment of modern media psychology.
How so?
Well, because we don't have a formal press release from
Yeah.
BWF management. Instead, someone is anonymously dropping these sketchy, unverified photos of Jordan in different undisclosed locations into the BWF universe.
Oh man, it feels like a true crime deep dive unfolding in real time.
Exactly.
But like, why do it this way? Why rely on blurry photos instead of just having a villain come out on stage with a microphone and say, I kidnapped her?
Because that traditional villain monologue is passive for the viewer. You just sit there and listen.
Right, you're just receiving the story.
Exactly. By drip-feeding these anonymous photos, BWF creates this pervasive sense of unease and turns the audience into active participants.
Oh, I see.
If you're watching this at home, you aren't just consuming a wrestling show. You are participating in a digital manhunt.
You're like zooming in on the background of those photos trying to find clues.
Exactly. It hacks the audience's natural curiosity.
Wow. And while we have this chilling, slow burn mystery on one side, on the other side, we have Michael Bay level action sequences.
Oh, the Maybach.
Yes. Malcolm Braddock over at ATCN reported on the escalating feud between the Black Crown Society and the Big Back Coalition. It has reached a boiling point where Mr. Amazing allegedly went to Peace Security Incorporated and literally blew up one of Ty Peace's luxury vehicles.
A Maybach.
A Maybach,
Yeah.
set on fire and exploded in a parking lot. Thankfully, Malcolm noted no one was injured, but we are talking about a car bombing here.
It's a staggering escalation of hostilities.
It really is.
I mean, it's not just property damage. It is psychological warfare designed to completely break the opponent before they ever step into a ring.
But the explosion isn't even the craziest part.
No, it's the lawsuit.
Exactly. Right as this car bombing happens, word around ATCN is that Tari has suddenly, without explanation, dropped his $20 million lawsuit against Mr. Amazing. Poof! Gone.
Just vanished.
Yeah, and Malcolm Braddock is sitting there pointing out the obvious absurdity, saying, you know, if somebody destroyed my Maybach, I'd have a few questions, not fewer lawsuits.
And that dropped lawsuit is the narrative anchor here. It forces you, the viewer, to question the power dynamics of this universe.
Like, who got to Tari?
Right. What kind of leverage makes $20 million disappear overnight? It implies a level of institutional corruption and fear that goes way beyond just, two guys in tights not liking each other.
Okay, but I have to push back on this, though.
Sure, go for it.
If you condition me as a viewer to expect C4 explosives in a parking lot and $20 million legal conspiracies, doesn't that make a simple headlock look completely ridiculous by comparison?
That's a valid point.
Like, how do they keep the actual wrestling from feeling anticlimactic when the off-screen theatrics are this extreme?
So that is the core tension of the medium. But the off-screen extremity is actually what fuels the in-ring action. You have to understand a concept the industry calls heat.
Okay, heat.
Right. Heat is the emotional friction that makes an audience care. If two phenomenal athletes just walk into a ring and politely agree to a grappling contest, you might appreciate the technique, but your heart isn't pounding.
Right, it's just an exhibition. There are no emotional stakes.
Exactly. But if you know that one of those athletes just blew up the other's Maybach, and the legal system completely failed to provide justice because of a shady backroom deal,
Oh, wow.
suddenly that simple headlock isn't just a wrestling hold anymore. You aren't watching it for physical damage. You are watching it as a mechanism for vengeance.
That makes so much sense.
By showcasing massive destruction of property with zero legal consequences, the writers ensure that the wrestling ring is the only place left where justice can be served. The off-screen crime validates the in-ring violence.
Wow. The ring essentially becomes the courtroom of last resort.
Precisely. They crank the heat to a boiling point so that when the bell finally rings, your emotional investment is at an absolute fever pitch.
I see that now. But, a dropped $20 million lawsuit is just one way to destabilize a brand. You can also do it with a single cup of coffee.
Oh, the coffee shop meeting.
Yes, because the drama we are seeing isn't strictly criminal. A huge chunk of it is corporate. We are looking at massive contract disputes, free agency, and a bidding war that is actively tearing down the walls between the three major brands: Warzone, Spark, and Evolve.
And This corporate intrigue operates on the exact same principles as the physical violence. It's about shifting power.